Hello and welcome to the Tigre.pup channel. In this video, I will be demonstrating how I tint my lace and how I sew down my frontal to my cap. If this interests you, then please keep watching. To start the process off, I'm adding salt to heated water. I just heated the bowl up in a microwave, and I'm just adding salt. And the favorite color I like to use is Adore's Honey Brown and the number 48. And I have a ladle here to help me stir the salt and the color to get the shade I want. Now what I'm going to do here is I slowly add a little bit and a little bit more of the color, and I use a paper towel or something to try to see how much how dark the color is, which in my complexion it's never dark enough. It comes out like a yellowish green tint to it, which when I add my reddish brown foundation powder or whatever on it, it comes out to a nice color. So right here I'm just putting the lace in, and I'm going to let that soak for 10 minutes. Right here I'm just showing you the completed look. Right here I have I'm in a sunlit area, so it's easier to see the tone. You can see like it's a yellowish brown, and it's like at a level that's at the depth of my particular complexion. So this works out just fine for me. Right here I'm just showing you the texture of the hair and the color. It hadn't changed anything. Because it was a semi-permanent color, and everything still has its integrity. I've been having a little bit of trouble trying to get a cap to measure or to fit my head properly, so I had a friend help me outline where I want the cap. I put the cap on, and then I put the lace where I want it to be, and then I had a friend outline the back, so that's why it's pre-lined. So right here I'm just going ahead and put it onto my wig cap so that I can sew the frontal to my cap. And next I'm just going to pin everything into place so that it doesn't move or shift while I'm doing what I'm doing. The sewing method that I like to use, it's called a lock and stitch. It's where you loop the hair through the whatchamacallit, and I'm going to knot it right here. And then instead of me just doing a single thread where you just loop it around and around and around, I go underneath it and make like a lock stitch, I guess you would call it. You'll see here, it's better to see it than to me to speak or to explain it, because I can't really explain it too well. But hopefully you can see I've given you a close-up. You can see I just taken it, I loop it underneath the, once I drag it through here, then I loop it in, and it goes across instead of just like loops that's going around and around. Anyway, hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, now I'm just realizing, like, I did have some trouble when I tried to put the cap back onto, well, put the lace back onto the cap. I had to go back and try to make sure it was even on both sides, that I had enough tab on either side of the cap. So it took me a couple of times just to try to get it right. So we'll see how this turns out, and just take a look and see what I'm doing. But I pinned everything into place, and I sewed it, like I parted it, where I went from one section in the middle, and I put I sewed down one side, and then I went back again and sewed the other side. So just in case, well, if I had to take anything down or anything, I would just have that little bit to do on the other side to try to make it match correctly. Okay, now that I've reached the end, I'm just going to knot the base, and I'm trying to go through the cap but not through the elastic band, because I need as much stretch as possible, because I have a large head and I have a full hair, if I can say that. It's not very thick, but it's very curly, kinky, whatever, and it takes up a lot of space. So that's what I'm doing here. Just a reminder, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Right here, I'm just showing you how I did the other half in the previous section, and now I'm working on the second half, because I divided into two. That's just the way I do it, and hopefully you can see my method of how I stitch down my cap. That's if you haven't understood how I did it the last time or the previous time. Right here, I'm just braiding the hair in the frontal to try to get it out of the way so that when I do begin to sew down the tracks in the back, I won't have any stray hairs all in the way. Now here's the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.